All right, we're gonna try this one more time because for some reason my camera is not working right. So you're going to start off by putting your pump on high, and then you're going to come over and get in your pool, and you're gonna have your rod that has the attachment on the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in this thing. Oof, hold on. Okay, so now that I'm out of that, you're gonna stick your hose onto the bottom of your plastic thing that picks up the debris. Don't push too hard, just so it's snug. You might want to get one of these clear triangles. You can see better for picking up debris. So then you're gonna lower your pole into the water, and you can see the hose is way down yonder. Now what you're gonna do is get all the air out of the hose. When you first put your hose in the water, it most likely is going to be floating because that means there's air in it, as you can see. It will, once all the air's out, float a tiny bit, but not much. So now you're gonna grab the hose underwater, not up here, underwater, and start feeding it under. And you can put your foot on it and basically walk on it. That's what I do. As you can see, I'm walking, ta-da, walking. And you're gonna keep pulling this hose until you get to the very end, which I'll eventually get there. Hold on. Jesus Lord, one hand is not easy to do. All right, now getting to the end. All right, so here's the end, and as you can see, it's out of water. So now when I pull it under, you're gonna see the bubbles. Okay. Usually there's more bubbles, but I've already done this like 5 times trying to get this video to work. So now you have this nifty little gray attachment, which I have placed underwater because that will hold air as well. So now we're gonna come over here, and with your nifty gray attachment, you're going to put it on the plastic attachment. It should slide right in, like so. Now you don't want to pick it up out of water, you want to keep it in the water. So that means if you're outside the pool, you'll be like in this direction, which is super awkward, but you can do it. Reach around, and if you see where my water level is, this is why the water level has to be higher, because if it's lower and you tip this thing on its side, because see how I'm diagonal, you'll get air, because you have to kind of go on a little bit of a diagonal, it won't fit long ways. And you just place it over. So if you look under here, that's what it should look like. Tiny little water bubble in there, no big water. So put this back on so we don't splash. You are ready to vacuum. When you're done vacuuming, so let's pretend we're all done, you need to empty the basket. Even if it's only halfway, you'll have to do this. So you're just gonna reach in and grab that white rubber part, and you're gonna pull, it pulls right off. See, ta-da. Okay, we're done with that. Move it to the side. And if you're not done and it gets air in it, just follow the same steps all over again. Now, you're gonna take the lid off, reach over, and you're gonna pull up on this like a handle. Very easy. Might have a little bit of suction, but that's it. Now, you will not be able to pull this up once it's full of shit. You will bend that metal rod in there, and you'll be pissed off at yourself, because these baskets are like $15. It's stupid. So you're gonna have somebody stand over there, if they're home, and you're gonna say, turn that off real quick. Don't move, just turn it off. You're gonna reach in, within 2 seconds of them turning it off, it'll let go of the suction, you'll be able to pull the basket out. And then you can tell them to turn it back on real quick, so any little debris that's getting ready to float back out, because it happens every time, goes back in and goes in the filter, which is fine. And then you can put it on low, put the basket back in, and swim and do whatever you gotta do. When you clean out the sock, if you don't want to go inside, you can use that little black blow-off valve you see on the other side. If the pump's on high, it squirts out like a heavy squirter on a hose. And you can hold the sock up and rinse it all out and then put it back in. And if you notice, the sock is on and you put the metal over the sock. It keeps it in place, because if you notice when I put this in, sometimes, see how it comes off the one side? Look, it won't. You don't want it to go into the basket in a big blob. So that's what I do. And you're good to go. You're golden. Let me know if you have any questions. When you're all done and you want to take the hose out, I detach it from in the pool. And I pick this up because water gets inside the metal rod, and I set it out and water squirts everywhere. That's fine. The hose, I actually put part of it, like this part, I have up by my neck. I don't even know if you can see. I can't even turn this around. Hang on, let me see. I don't know if you can see me, but I put this up by my neck, and then I start pulling the hose around this way and getting all the air in. I mean, you can figure out your own way, but getting all the water out of the hose is so much easier to lift it out of the pool than if it's full of water. Just saying. Let me know if you have any problems. Bye.